Yeah, that would be good. Okay, good news, good news, good news. We have the information kiosk. One of the better features to have. I believe that people that play the game generally try and get it as fast as they can. So that's what I've done. I could have maybe got it a little bit faster by not having the roller coaster research. But hey, we got a roller coaster, which is fun. Okay, so let's add information kiosk. Let's have a look at the prices. We're going to make £1 profit from each item there. So a map and umbrella. If it rains again, then we'll be able to sell a lot of umbrellas. So we'll open our information kiosk, and hopefully that will do well. Okay, so this is good progress. We're starting to actually have a park that people want to come to. We've got good value. We've got relatively good safety, although I say that, and a merry-go-round, sorry, has just broken down. So we should probably start thinking about getting some staff to deal with situations like that. Maybe cleaning up the park if it gets a bit dirty. And actually looking around, we don't really have much path scenery, I guess it's called, or just sort of things that people can use on the path, such as the bins, the benches, lights. I actually believe they're just ornamental, but it does look nice if you do have lights around. So what I will do is I'll add a mechanic to help fix that. I won't give him an area at the moment. I know it can take a while to sort out areas. When I get maybe 4 mechanics and there's issues with the way that the what's it called? The way that they're getting to the rides, perhaps one's in a really far off area in the park, then I'll definitely start looking into getting areas. But for now, I'll just get one of each thing. We'll get a security guard to make sure the park is safe, and we'll hire an entertainer that can be an elephant. That's a good start. Good start of staff. Like I said, it'd be nice to invest in some benches and such. So we'll have bins, benches. Probably put some lights in the center of there. One thing I'm a little wary of is our handyman is mowing the grass. I forgot to tick mow grass, so hopefully he can just clean the path. Although, I mean, the path is it's doing quite well. I'm surprised that there's no drink cans or any of that sort. I suppose if we get roller coasters, then that's when people will start throwing up, and we will need it a lot more. Just pop some more benches about. I suppose people don't really need the benches when there isn't the. Oh, whoops! I just deleted the path. People need the benches when they're feeling sick, so that's when we get big roller coasters and such. But it's a good start, especially because this is a 3-year park, so we've really got to strap in for quite a while. It's good. I'm surprised this twist is doing as well as it is. Twists, I'd say, don't do that well. But that might be me just being a bit, what's the word, maybe pessimistic about them. It's a good start though. I'd like to think about adding in our boat hire. Or I might do it as canoes. Yeah, canoes are a good possibility because we unlock them. It's always good to use what you unlock. We'll give them a track. I do quite like the idea of free roaming boat hire, but really they can get stuck, and I can't be bothered to really sort out that sort of thing. So, oops. Yeah, let's Good boat hire. A plonk down, exit and entrance, although I want to switch them around actually. Exit there. Entrance. Cool. Give a path to our entrance. We might have to move some of the land around our queue, sorry. I was just a little preoccupied by actually moving the queue. We'll add our queue now. That'd be interesting to make it zigzag along this hill. Bit of a pain to place down, but yeah. Perfect. I can't be bothered to get it all the way over there, but that's about correct. So what have we got? We've got the rowing boats, which are the default ones. We've got the canoe, which was the first thing we unlocked. We've got bumper boats, which I think people prefer if it is free roaming, because it's kind of like dodgems or bumper cars, because they can hit each other and it's more fun. Water tricycles, they look a bit strange, so I think I'm going to go with the canoes, seeing as we unlocked them. Can we paint them? Yeah, we can paint the inner section of the canoe, and the outer section. I quite like the idea of maybe, let's have a look at the grey. We could go for sort of the brown, which makes it look wooden, and then grey in the middle, maybe white. Yeah, that looks so. I think a canoe really needs to be one colour, and I quite like the idea of just jet white. Is that an expression, jet white? Just pure white, pure white canoes. So price-wise, £1, that's fine. I'm going to go ahead and open that, and hopefully, fingers crossed, our guests will come on and enjoy the ride. We've got a few people starting to queue up, which is good. And as they're queuing up, we've just unlocked a chip shop. So once we've just had a look at this boat hire and see how people enjoy it, we can go and add ourselves a chip shop, which should be quite good. So we've got our first two on the boat hire, and although we don't have any test results, so people might just be willing to go on anyway, it's good to see that we do have people interested in going on the boat hire. Whether or not it's going to be exciting for them is a different matter entirely. It's quite nice to see them going slowly. The canoe seems to have a funny little animation of each guest has their own paddle on a, or should we say, on each side, which is quite nice to see. As opposed to, I believe, the normal boat hire that has one guest rowing, I believe, and the other guest sort of just sitting in the boat along for the ride, I suppose. Okay. So our first boat's done its first lap. Hopefully the people inside of the boat enjoy it. Let's have a look at their thoughts. Okay, so they want to go on something, well, one of them wants to go on something more thrilling than that, I think. Oh wait, no, they don't want to go on the boat hire when it's raining. I'm just reading the wrong thought. They seem quite happy. This guy just looks hungry. This guy is also hungry. I think maybe we should add that new chip shop, and hopefully we can maybe look into adding other places where we can have food, which will probably help us quite a bit. So we'll add a chip shop. £1.10 profit. No, we're going to make that £1 profit. That's good. I think at the end of the park at the moment, the cut-off point here, I would like to add food. Though I was talking about adding a roller coaster in this main part of the island. So I think what I'll do is maybe just add a small path down this sort of sandy area, I quite like the idea of these sort of palm trees. So, let's see if we can get rid of some of the trees and then add more later, just to make a big beach. Oh, we need more money. I suppose we're not making too much because it is free to get into the park. I think it's probably a good idea to try charging maybe £5 to get into the park and see if that affects people coming to the park in any way. Because obviously people will enjoy going to a free park. It's free. But if we're making no money, we can't improve the park, then it's going to be quite a stale and boring park. It's interesting to see that our haunted house has actually got quite a few people queuing up for it. They usually don't do that well. Anyway, yeah. So we'll get some more money, then we'll add that area where I was going to say with more food and such. It's good to see our car ride 1 is doing quite well. It's got a small queue, which is a shame, because if it had a bigger queue, then I'd hope that people would go on it more. So let's try and extend that queue. There we are again. We don't have money for it. Issue here is that people will leave the queue and maybe never return. So we've got a slightly bigger queue now. Hopefully more people will go in the queue. Looks like people are still queuing, so that's quite good. It does look quite an enjoyable ride, and there's quite a few people on it. There's 9 people on it, so that's quite good. Okay, let's see what we can do with this food. I think we don't necessarily have to have the beach right now. We could we could just add the food stalls and such along the edge of this bit of beach, and then we'll have a path going along this beach. I will still change this area. I do want to have a bigger beach, but for the moment that's the plan. Issue with that plan is don't quite have enough money to build these areas. Tempting to get another loan if possible. I don't know if what the maximum loan is on this map. We can see. Can we get more than 15,000? Yep. 20,000 is our maximum, so we'll probably struggle soon after this. But let's add these areas. Make sure that people can eat, because we make money from them eating. We make them happy when they're eating. So it is a good move to do that. It's just making sure that they are happy from it, and then making sure we get money. It's quite good that we are doing this right now, because... Hang on a second. Just close those down. Because we just unlocked a pizza stall. So that's quite good. Let's go to the start of the park. Add in our pizza stall 1. Maybe we'll probably have to move the land down a little bit. It's a bit of a pain. There we go. Pizza stall. There we go. Charging is perfect amount of money, £1.60 for a pizza. That's quite good. And over here we'll add pizza stall. Worst things about these is I've just opened them all, and apart from that chip shop there, I've just opened them all and I haven't got a path there. Oh dear. Oh, I thought that these were slightly lower down. Oh well. There we go. We have a new food area. In fact, one thing we could do is just get rid of that bit Okay, sure, there's a chair there, but people aren't going to use that chair. As of now, people can come to the end of the park, and there's food, there's toilets, and it's a lot better. Guests, oh, we are in luck. Guests are commenting that our park entrance fee is cheap. That is really good. We'll pump that up to £10, and hopefully we can start getting more money. Let's see if we can see a rise in the amount of money we have. No, we really don't have that much because we got those loans out. I'm sure we're paying through the teeth for them. Anyway, so we've got a nice little food area at the start of the park. We've got a merry-go-round, which is doing quite well. We've got a twist that's doing quite well. We've got our boat hire, which is doing okay. Car ride is doing quite well. And our haunted house, which isn't actually doing as well as it was earlier. What are people thinking about it? They just want something slightly more thrilling. Although some people think it's quite good value. Well, is there anything we can change about it? No, it doesn't really look like there's much you can do with a haunted house, which is a shame, really. You get things like the what they call the simulations, the cinemas, etc. You can change what's being shown, change the thrilling aspect of it, and that's quite good because you can have one thrilling one not so thrilling one, and people will go on it at different thrill rates and excitement rates. But that being said, it's good to see our new food area, food court, doing quite well. And in fact, we can have a look at what we're researching. Hopefully we can get some more roller coasters, get some thrill rides soon. We are currently getting a shop. Probably, I don't know, hazard a guess. Let's see, we've got the 24th of August. Before it tells me, at least, I've got to guess. I'm gonna say something like, could be burger or souvenir store. They're my two. I'm gonna say burger because it's more common. I feel it's more common at least because there's less times where I've added souvenir stalls. Although I'm kind of hoping for a souvenir stall. This is when the game just decides to give me like a balloon stall or something, and my guess is completely invalid. We'll see in about 5 days? No, 10 days. Well, 11 days actually. We'll see in 11 days. Okay, so we've got pretty much one of the good rides, or one of each of the good rides that we can possibly get. Chairlift, I'm thinking to add one for just general transport later on, from the start of the park to the end of the park. Although, adding one of them can be a bit of a pain because you have to go keep in the park limits, obviously, and go around all of the areas. So that could be a pain. I'm hoping for something slightly more thrilling, which would be quite good. It's quite a, what's the word? Kind of fast ride. Well, it's the fastest we've got, at least. It goes up to 35 miles an hour. It takes 34 seconds, so it's about half of what our car ride is. It's got a medium excitement rating, a high intensity rating, and a medium nausea rating.